Thank you again for joining Proud of It podcast. We're here today discussing, are we the people going to continue to allow those who are impersonating as an American, but in reality are traitors to this country, liars to this country, abandoning this country, and totally leaving this country in neglect? Are we really gonna continue to allow them to just shove whatever laws they want to shove in our face? Are we gonna continue to allow them to silence us? Are we gonna continue not fighting for anything that we believe in? Is nothing not worth fighting? Is nothing you believe in not worth fighting for? Have we totally just lost our way, and now we are just going to continue to allow what we are allowing in this country at this moment? Totally being not answering any of those who are opposing our American way of life and trying to tell us that we shouldn't be thankful for God in our country, telling us that we should just give our country to illegal immigrants, that we should just give our country to gays and lesbians, that we should just give our country away, the country your fathers fought for, your mothers give children and birth to over the last 300 so years with this country. Are we supposed to just give away everything that our forefathers fought and died for? Are we supposed to just continue to allow civil rights movements across this country while we stay silently in our bedrooms and hope that everything just turns out all right? Our country is in a total mess right now because nobody is listening to us. We are totally being left in the gutter, and we continue to see the prevalence of other cultures taking our women, other cultures taking our men, other cultures dividing us, and we have no strength, it seems, to make a real stand against what I call the beast system that is rising in America at this very moment. It is rising in the churches. It is rising in every home. Every home now has to accept every form of evil just because they want to have a family and they want to get along. And if your family is just those that are physically born into your bloodline, then you're not a true Christian, because God said even the pagans do that. Even pagans see themselves only to give to their family members and only see themselves with those that are of their own bloodline. They never say to themselves, the ones that think like me, act like me, and want to be with me, not because I accept their evil ways and their evil intentions upon this world. Sometimes you have to give up your children and go get some more. Go get children that actually are thankful to be around you, are thankful that you're in their lives. If your kids aren't, then leave them to their own discretion. If your parents aren't, then leave them to their own discretion. Because right now, we need to build an allegiance with those who are going to think like us, act like us, and continue to understand that we have to fight. We have to fight every day. We're going to have to fight like we've never fought before. We're going to have to wage war like we've never waged war before in this country. We're going to have to turn over the money coffers. We're going to have to go into the war room and figure out a game plan to silence, to begin to open our mouths, even if we're going to be arrested, even if we're going to be persecuted, even if we're going to be shot, even if we're going to be killed, even if whatever. We have to continue to fight against this evil campaign to devour everything in the American life. We can no longer look to our military. We cannot look to our police. We have to look to each other. We're going to have to build communities that are not based upon this system, which is, like I said before, the beast system. We have to come up with our own systems, our own way to gain power against what is happening. We're going to have to start digging our own wells, making our own food, gathering our own resources, and then bringing those in that are too weak to stand, but show them how to stand against this evil culture that is taking over America and is no longer listening to its citizens. American government is no longer listening to its citizens. It is a traitor to its citizens. It is no longer rational. It is irrational. It is no longer tolerant. It is intolerant of your American way of life, your godly way of life, your moral way of life. They want your kids to be immoral. They want you to be immoral. They want you to be totally dependent upon them. Our whole entire nation right now is being upended by these Democrats that continue to wage war, and even these Republicans are no different. They're doing the same thing.